Hi everybody, welcome back to Dance with Mary NYC. I have another terrific episode for you this month, so let's get started. So I think you all know how I feel about Freed Pointe shoes. I wore them almost all of my career, and they come in these beautiful European pink, and then other traditional pointe shoes can come in the kind of bubblegum pink still, or a salmon pink, or a peachy pink, and that's great. So we had done a previous episode on this channel about Freed brown and bronze pointe shoes, but what was so exciting is at that time that we talked about it, the Freed brown and bronze pointe shoes were only available for special order. Guess what? They're a stock item now. So I called up Freed and they very generously sent me some samples. And what is so exciting to me, because I'm your pointe shoe nerd, what is so exciting to me is these pointe shoes are the Freed handmade shoes. Right, so this would be a studio pointe shoe in a bronze. I think that's just absolutely beautiful. It's got such a gorgeous sheen on it, and they did such a beautiful job with the shoes. They always do. And so then we also have a brown one, and this is a handmade shoe. Right, so then you're talking about you can get makers, and that is just for stock. And then I was also told by the Freed people that in addition to being certain makers that they carry in stock in the handmade shoes, you can get any for special order, and there is no extra charge, which I think is a real plus. So I've got a few more samples. Here's one of the brown ones in the studio line. So if you're not as familiar with them, the studio line, the shoes are heavier. So it's good for a student, or if you need a shoe that lasts you for a long time, there's Studio 1, Studio 2, and Studio Pro. But look at that. Didn't they do such a beautiful job on those shoes? I think they're just so sleek and beautiful looking. There goes a bronze pointe shoe and a handmade shoe. And there you go. That's another gorgeous color there. And in addition to that, they also have ribbons that match, and that is a regular stock item too. You don't have to wait for that. So I think those are also beautiful. And everybody loves that Freed ribbon because it doesn't slip as much as other ribbons. It's just the right width, and they give you a generous amount too. They don't kind of chintz you. Sometimes, you know how some pointe shoe companies don't quite give you enough ribbon. Well, they do. And then we also have, what's so interesting about them is they have and carry the mesh elastic, which I know a lot of people like this invisible, covert, whatever you want to call it, mesh elastic. And there's a little bit of that too. And that is a regular stock item too. And look at how beautifully that matches that shoe. So it's just a perfect match, and it's a perfect match, say, on these ribbons. That's a gorgeous match. So no more pancaking your shoes for people, right? Which is a great thing. So after 200 years, we finally have these beautiful stock items. And then one more thing, I just wanted to give them a shout out. They very generously sent me this bag. I thought the bag was so cool because it's mesh, so the shoes can breathe completely. And then I don't know if you can really see, I'll try to get up a little closer here. There's pockets in there so the shoes can go. Now, why did I totally pointe shoe geek out on this? Because you can take the shoes, and guess what I'm always saying? Dry your pointe shoes out, tips up. So let me grab a few more, get them in that bag. Let me put a few more of these beautiful, beautiful shoes. I know, I just love a brand new pair of pointe shoes, even the way they smell. I don't know. Okay, so I've got a couple of pair of pointe shoes in there. You can see they're housed in that mesh. And then this can just go, and you can hang this. So guess what? You can hang your pointe shoes tips up, and you don't even need to have hooks for it. Well, maybe one hook. But isn't that great? And I just really wanted to say thank you to Free of London for sending me all this stuff. I'm just really impressed. I hope you enjoyed that episode. I really enjoyed sharing these beautiful pointe shoes with you. Now, don't forget to click if you like something, subscribe, and share this episode with others. And then let us know what you'd like us to cover in future episodes. And thank you so much for watching.